This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
The government cushions worries over the price rise of LPG cylinders. VAT on LPG is slashed by 4%. That's 15 rupees lesser on your bill. Even as Amma may not look at an immediate change in relationship with the Congress in today's situation, the TNCC chief joins her in chorus on her Lokpal stand. A murder suspect kills himself in Mumbai after a probe into the death of an actress points to his links. A parcel carrying a country bomb goes off in the hands of a recipient in Puducherry. The young woman is still battling for her life. No escaping the traffic cop when it comes to breaking the rules on the city's roads. New portable signals and electronic challans hand out immediately.
Portable traffic signals, which are very useful in the event of any large gathering, large congregation, any festival or any other bandobast where we do not have the facility of a regular traffic signal.
Power cuts turn Chennaiites powerless, even crawling into our RTO offices with no generators in sight. Applicants are left sweating for their turns. Cadets from the Officers Training Academy and not just Short Service Commission officers here on a management course in defence and strategy is also an offer.
Additional push that anybody out here is going to get, be it the gentleman cadet or the lady cadets.
And from dancer to Powerpuff Girl is Little Miss Sarath Kumar, Hollywood's next action heroine.
I love action movies and I like to be like an Angelina Jolie, you know.
Welcome to the late night news on NDTV Hindu. I'm Evelyn Matthew, bringing you all of the day's big stories. These are the national headlines at this hour. Under the 2G scanner, the Rayas get former Solicitor General and Chief Justice of India to make out a case before the CBI. No decision on Murali Manohar Joshi tabling his 2G report in the Public Accounts Committee. He is seeking legal advice. 44 children killed over the last 10 days in Bihar of an unknown virus. Omar Abdullah was forced to leave a public meeting today after a spat with local members of his own National Conference party. The top court takes note of the Tatas versus Mamta Singhu land battle and the farmers versus Mayawati war in Noida. The Satya Sai Trust denies charges of any money being siphoned off. Say they have records of all the donations paid by devotees. Myanmar deports well-known actress Michelle Yao, who plays Aung San Suu Kyi in an upcoming film. And with New York becoming the 6th US state to legalize gay marriages, it sparks a rush to the altar. Amma has come to the common man's rescue today by providing a cushion to the cooking gas worries for those here in the state of Tamil Nadu. Taking a cue from a fellow woman chief minister in the country, Mamta Banerjee, Ms. Jayalalitha's government has come out with a move to cut the value-added tax, the VAT, on LPG by 4%, which means you can save about 15 rupees per cylinder from the 1st of July, that's this Thursday onwards. The common man has been reeling under hiked fuel price, and this move comes in the wake of the centre hiking LPG cylinder rates by about 50 rupees. The price of LPG cylinders presently is 404 rupees and the cut will slash that by about 15 rupees. Now, NDTV Hindu caught up with housewives and many else, some relieved, some unmoved by the cut. Here's what a few had to say.
We are happy if you decrease more, but usual normal women, a normal family, they couldn't bear this huge price.
There's no problem with this. Since it's an internship decrease, no, there's no problem. It can be adjusted.
It doesn't make any sense by 15 rupees because it's already increased by 50 rupees. So just by 15 rupees, how does it going to make a big difference? When you have already increased 50 rupees, which is a very huge amount for a normal person, middle class family. So I don't know why government is doing like this and what are they going to get the benefit out of this. So already the normal people, the middle class people, already they are suffering for other price rises in other categories, and because of all these corruptions and all this, middle class people are really fed up of the government.
Moving on, the state's chief minister has received encouragement from the TNCC head, KV Thangabalu, on a national issue today. Welcoming Ms. Jayalalitha's stand on Lokpal, the Tamil Nadu Congress president has expressed his support in excluding the prime minister from the ambit of the Lokpal. This comes even as the Congress's southern ally, the DMK, tacitly favors bringing the prime minister under the Lokpal. The chief minister had justified her stand, saying that it would undermine authority of the prime minister in such a situation and pave way for a parallel government. She had added that there was no need, as he was already covered under the Prevention of Corruption Act. The trail to a murder suspect who's been on the wanted list of the city police in connection with the death of a woman has just hit a dead end. 29-year-old Suresh, an accused in the case of alleged rape and murder of a young actress, committed suicide today. He jumped in front of a train in Mumbai city as he got a whiff of the manhunt that was on for him. A special team has been rushed to Mumbai to examine the witnesses, but the woman who was murdered was found to have had links with the suspect, who was related to her husband and had even met often at her residence. Now, traffic violators in Namma, Chennai are going to find it rather difficult now on to break the rules and get away with it. The traffic policemen are now equipped with electronic challans for spot fining traffic violators. In this system, the vehicle number is fed, which is received by the control room through a GPRS that ultimately produces a history of the vehicle with regard to the offences and other details. A receipt of the fine is also handed over to the violators, and add to that, the much-tried trick of not having enough cash in hand may not work anymore. A system to accept debit and credit cards will also be introduced soon enough. The Chief Minister also inaugurated a portable solar traffic signal system that proposes to put a full stop to the increasing traffic congestion here in Chennai.
The e-challan is a mini computer, can be handled from remote locations. And once you identify the violations on the road, it can be activated, and there is a GPRS connectivity to the main server which has got the details database on the vehicles as well as the offenders. We activate that and the machine generates an electronically generated printout which can be given to the violator. It also has a facility which can accept fine amount to be deposited through a credit card, which we are now in coordination with the bankers. We'll be using it after some time. This portable system, which is operated on solar as well as on a battery backup, can be very, very useful for traffic regulation in such areas.
So who is the mastermind behind this system? Well, here's Mr. Mahadev on his brainchild.
Especially from a crime perspective, it's very helpful. And the senior officers at day end get the reports on the mobile phone itself. Number of cases booked for the day, how many violations have been booked by each officer, what is the total revenue collected for the day, and what violations each section. So innumerable reports have been can be provided in the system. I have seen overseas where they use such systems for parking violations, and we thought, why not we use this for in India for the traffic violations. That's how this whole thing started.
Moving on, the state government today has told the Madras High Court that they were not averse to the uniform system of education, and added that the appointed expert committee would provide the time frame for implementation of the same. The implementation of the Amendment Act is one that was endorsed by the Supreme Court so that substandard education would not be encouraged. The Justice N.V. Balasubramanian committee appointed by the state government to determine the fees for private engineering colleges has come out with its report. It says that there will be no change in the fee structure for engineering and architecture courses for the 464 private engineering colleges here in the state. The fees for non-accredited courses in the government quota will be at 32,500 rupees, and for accredited courses it will be 40,000 rupees. Meanwhile, for management seats, the fees will remain at 62,500 rupees. The current fee structure has not been revised for about 5 years now. Strict action would be taken against a college if it is found collecting higher fees than that fixed by the government. Staying with education now, cadets at the prestigious Officers Training Academy would soon be able to proudly sport an acronym to their names, and an academic one at that. Thanks to the University of Madras and the OTA, which have joined forces, a postgraduate diploma in Defence Management and Strategic Studies is now on offer for the pre-commissioned cadets. My colleague Sudarshan Kumar brings you this report.
The Officers Training Academy in Chennai has become the first defence academy to offer the postgraduate diploma to its cadets. Done in collaboration with the University of Madras, the course is seen as a lifeline for those wanting to move over to civil careers.
It was our endeavour that this institution is located in Madras, number one. Number two, large number of students who are coming, they are already graduate. They do 10-11 months course, but they get only commission here and then they just go out. So Madras University can enhance their capacity by adding one more diploma to them, which will be useful for service officers in later life.
Person who has gone through this academic part of the syllabus as approved by the Madras University, he will be in a better position to tackle difficult situations. He will be more mature, he will be more far-sighted, and of course tomorrow when he wants to leave the army, he will be a very honorable and a very useful member of the society.
Defence officials say talks with the university began 7 years ago in 2004, and separate time allocation for the course by the cadets had to be factored in.
Once we approached the university for recognition, we saw our syllabus and we saw the university syllabus, and wherever our syllabus was lacking as compared to university syllabus, we updated it. That was the first thing we did. That's why we took so much of time.
Despite the delay, the proposal is being welcomed by all, even the lady commissioned officers who never had such an option when they were undergoing training.
Of course, I would have opted because with my aspirations of continuing in the army, I foresee that this kind of postgraduate diploma will help me in enhancing my knowledge and also my qualification as well.
It is an additional push that anybody out here is going to get, be it the gentleman cadet or the lady cadets.
And at a time when the army is facing a shortage of around 11,000 officers, the management diploma course and better job opportunities after leaving defence services will hopefully inspire more number of individuals to join the armed forces. In Chennai, with Sudarshan, this is Ashmit Kumar for NDTV Hindu.
Now, when we come back on this bulletin, if this is what bullfighting claims, the sport needs much to tame, say a group of angry protesters here in the city.